Bonjour Uganda, habari za asubuhi Uganda, a very good morning, the best name in television of course, Channel 44 with the news updates. And here is Bill Clinton and for the sign languages. To begin with, I want to take you through our updates of what we have in the local newspapers. To begin with the Daily Monitor, how new anti-gay bill will affect you. The bill gazetted last Friday, which seeks to criminalize homosexuality as well as its promotion and financing, comes amidst the storm over the country's vice. The breakdown of such bill: this is the penalty for entry for promoting homosexuality, whether printing of material through funding or hosting complicity, 100 million, and the media, editors, journalists, publishers, or film directors who disclose, identify homosexual victims without authority will be fined 5 million, and so many breakdowns of the fines of any kinds of homosexual bill in today's Daily Monitor on page 4. You will see it. Russia must withdraw from Ukraine before talks, says the envoy. Page 24 and 25 has these stories for you in today's Daily Monitor. Minister flees from youth over transport refund, page 3 of today's Daily Monitor. Then teacher arrested over homosexuality, page 3 of today's Daily Monitor has it for you. Ochola shuffles police officers, also page 7 of today's Daily Monitor. Man United, wow, why am I reading this headline? Okay, Man United suffers worst defeat of Liverpool in 92 years. Liverpool delivered a masterclass of smash in a symbolic Manchester United side of 7-0. Mugabe will give you more in the sports news, but if you want to see it, details are on page 40 of today's Daily Monitor. Christian hold prayers in open space after church is torched. That is today's Daily Monitor. And New Vision, still new bill, NGOs to be fined shillings 100 million for sponsoring the LGBTQ. Page 4 has the tough penalties of homosexual face for you. Museveni meets UN official over regional service center, page 6 has it for you. Then life and times of Nagenda, page 7 also has it for you of today's New Vision. Police scraps marriage restrictions for female officers, that is today's New Vision, and on page 10 you will find the new marriage restrictions for female officials. And offshores of the Pearl of Africa, we shall begin in Tunisia. Thousands of Tunisians have gathered in central Tunis in defiance of an official ban on their protest against President Kais Saied, calling for him to release detained critics and retract his controversial remarks on the migrants. He recently blamed the illegal immigrations from sub-Saharan region for violence and crime and said there was a plot to change the demographic composition of Tunisia's demographic, shouted. And in the UK, Channel migrants will be removed from the UK, banned from the future re-entry and unable to apply for the British citizenship for the new legislation. The proposed measure will apply to anyone arriving on UK shores in a small boat. For further details are expected to be announced by the government on Tuesday. However, the Refugee Council has criticized the plans and says thousands of people will be left permanently in limbo as a result. Thousands of people have been left without shelter after a massive fire broke out in crowded Robia refugee camp in southeastern Bangladesh. The blaze, which broke out on Sunday, engulfed some 2,000 shelters at a camp known as Oxy's Bazaar, and hundreds of people have now returned to the area to see what they can salvage from these ruins. It is estimated around 12,000 people, most of whom escaped violence in neighboring Myanmar, are now homeless. The cause of the fire is not yet known, and it is still investigated. Greek minister has asked for forgiveness from the families of the 57 victims of this week's train crash. In a Facebook message, the Prime Minister of the Greece of 2023, the two trains heading in different directions cannot run on the same line and no one notices. Protests have continued for days and clashes with police were reported on Sunday as thousands joined the demonstration in the capital Athens. Police estimated 12,000 people attended the protest. And in Turkey, a month after the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria, those who survived face an uncertain future. One of their most serious problems is finding somewhere safe to live. At least 1.5 million people are now homeless, and it's unclear how long it will take to find them proper shelter. The Turkish Disaster Agency, AFAD, meanwhile says almost 2 million people have now left the quake zone. Some are living with friends or loved ones elsewhere in the country, and flights and trains out of the region are free to those who want to leave. And in China, military will increase spending by more than 7% this year while warning of escalating threats. It was announced at the National People's Congress, NPC, a rubber stamp parliament, which is due to confirm President Xi Jinping's third term, and Beijing's military budget, around $225 billion, is still drafted by that of the United States, which is 4 times greater. But analysts believe China downplays how much it spends on defense, and outgoing Prime Minister Li Jipeng told the NPC that external attempts to suppress and continue China are escalating. More details of these stories, you shall have them in the afternoon news bulletin with Mr. Livingstone Kawesi for sign languages and Masi Gashegu Sembatia in the afternoon bulletin. But we continue to inform you that all the women of the nation, our own mother of this ministry, Dr. Jessica Kayanja, is inviting all of us for a women's gathering, a healing service, a solution-giving service. Please come on 8th of this month and take and claim what is yours in this service. It shall be interesting, and of course, we continue to tune on the best name in television, Channel 44. Stay blessed and see you in the afternoon news in brief.